local yoga instructor, Kirsten Johnson, with us today, and we'll get to her in just a moment. So first, I want to mention a couple of things. Today's session will be recorded, so you're able to refer to it later and share it with a friend. And then also make sure to stick around after the yoga demonstration for a short book talk that I will share with you about a yoga-related book that I read recently and really liked. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to our instructor. Kirsten, go ahead and take it away.
I'm already off mute. Okay, cool. All right. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Kirsten, and we are going to be doing a gentle hatha practice, or just moving and breathing. And I just like to welcome you and to give you some options during our practice today. There are going to be plenty of options and modifications that you can use. So just the main thing is to have fun, because we're going to be playing with some balance, and to just breathe and notice how you feel. So with that, we'll get started. Just coming in and arriving however you showed up on your mat, just being thankful that you showed up. We'll just come into a comfortable seat. And like I said, I like to use props underneath my hips to kind of elevate my spine so that my tailbone can root down. And then maybe lengthening all the way to the tip of your crown. We'll take just a few breaths of just arriving and just noticing how you feel this Saturday morning. Breathe in. Since you're on mute, you can make as much sound, much noise on the exhale. Let it all go. Just start to notice your breath in your body. Welcoming this day. Notice how your sit bones are rooted down to either the prop or the ground beneath you. If you can lengthen all the way to the top of the crown on the inhale, creating this length in the spine. Then exhale, you occupy all of that space with your breath all the way out. Noticing your jaw, your shoulders, your skin of your face, if there's a little more softening, letting go, releasing on the exhale. So we'll begin our practice, and you're invited to come into a breath of balancing breath, maybe placing one hand on the heart, the other hand on the belly. Everything will be an invitation, not an obligation. From this place, notice if you can count the breaths. So I'll start with a count of 4. 4 count on the inhale, 4 count on the exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there's a pause, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And maybe yours is longer, maybe yours is shorter. Just notice your rhythm of this balancing, equaling out the inhale and the exhale. Staying connected with your roots, all the way being lifted, lengthening on the breath in. And then occupying all that space on the breath out. Notice what this balancing breath and with the full alignment of your spine feels like right here. And throughout our practice, we'll just be coming back to this. What does balance and alignment feel like in your breath, in your body, in your practice? Few more rounds just connecting with this for you. Maybe spending the last few rounds with both hands on the heart, inviting any invitation, mantra, any focus or dedication you'd like for your practice. And then when you're ready, take a big full breath in. Let that rise from the bottom all the way to the crown. Exhale, let it go. Hands can come down to sides. Let's start with a few movements of the neck. Breathe in as you're lengthening the crown. Exhale, turn the ear, looking over the left shoulder. We're coming back to center, looking over the right shoulder. Remember, you move at your pace, so you determine how fast or slow you want to open up your neck. All this is your flow. There you go. Maybe staying on one side, relaxing the shoulders as you lift up, and just stay there and pause. At any time, coming back to center and switching sides. Just noticing how does it feel in your body. There you go, coming one more time back to center. And then you maybe just wiggle that all out. I'm a firm believer in wiggling everything out as a reset, as you will see and experience. Okay, let's warm up our shoulders. Maybe bringing the shoulders up to the ears. Then slowly, as you ground down, root up, like you're corkscrewing all that spine up, slide the shoulder blades down. There you go. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down. Keep the length in the spine. Let the shoulders begin to descend down toward. Now you can keep this motion of this, or you can start to make some circular motions. Feeling into your breath. Maybe you can do the elbows. And if you were here last week, I was talking about the Summer Olympics. Maybe you turn that into, there you go. You're swimming now. Oh. When you're ready, come back to center, and then make that motion in the opposite direction. Bringing in the elbows if that feels good. Doing the backstroke. All righty. One more time, evening all that up in, and then coming back to center. Let's do a little bit of side bends just to find the balance and the range of motion from each side to side. Breathing in, reach it up with the left hand. Right hand can come down to the mat or down to blocks, fingertips. When you're ready, start to make a move over to the right. And I'll mirror it so it'll be over. Press down through that hand on the ground as you reach up away. Breathe in. Right hip bone stay, left hip bone stays grounded. One more breath here. Reach up both hands. Maybe look up, stretch up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, return the hands back, the head back to neutral. Opposite hand comes down to the ground. Find length in the spine and then reach over. There you go. Bring some softening to the shoulders. Maybe a movement to the head. When you're ready, come back to center. One more opportunity to reach up, hands come back to heart. Okay, moving over to our hands and knees in a table for some movement of the spine, just to lengthen that out. So you have a blanket that you'd like to put underneath your knees for support. Go ahead and grab that. And then I like to offer using blocks underneath the wrist. For me, that helps because I have some wrist issues with carpal tunnel. Or if that don't have blocks, you can also fold up your mat. Place the palms on the mat and the knuckles are on the floor beneath you. Spread the fingers wide, and this helps give you some lift so that you don't dump your wrist into the mat. So then find your table and then start to move to your cat and cow, what that feels like for you. Cat, or starting with the cow, maybe dropping the belly, bringing the heart through and the tail lifts. Feel that expansion, that lengthening, and then round the back on the exhale. Tuck the tail, bringing the belly in, full, missing the back of the shoulders, drop the neck. Find some flow. Find your flow with this lengthening and contracting. There you go. Notice if you can make that spine as long as you need. All that movement. It can stay like this, or it could be rounding. Start to find some movement rounding or back and forth. Let it be your flow. Maybe close the eyes down and just let the breath move the body. There you go. Okay, one more breath here. We're going to come back through table, and then you're invited next to come into a child's pose. So the child's pose could be either the toes can dip together, the knees can be out to the sides as a heel, the tailbone goes back toward the heel, and it says towards, it doesn't have to go all the way. Walking the hands forward and bringing the front of the body down to the mat. The head can land on a block or a pillow or your fist. And then find some lengthening in the spine with your child's pose. Settling into this shape. We're going to start to develop a Ujjaya breath, which is a breath in through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, maybe making a constriction in the back of the throat, like you're fogging up a mirror as you exhale all the way out the nose. Start to connect with this breath in your body, and if it's okay if it doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, turn back to that natural balanced breath that works for you. So find this breath in and out. When you're ready, walk the hands back toward the front of the face, press down, rise up, come back to your tabletop. And we'll start to come and play with this little bit of balance. So our balance, even though you see balance, things are equal, but there's always something in the center, always something to keep that balance, that perfect balance. So let's start with our center. There you go. All right, when you're ready, pressing down through your tabletop, slide the heel, the toes of your left foot back, maybe keeping the toes on the mat, moving back and forth. Just find and some stretch, some lengthening in the calves, the foot, right here. Okay, when you're ready, coming back to stillness, we're gonna take that and we're gonna lift that right heel. So now we're coming to a little bit of balance, lifting from the center, flexing the foot. Notice if the right hip is come up and maybe using your center, your core, to bring it back down into alignment. See how that feels. Okay, one more option, stay here. Or if you would like to explore, press down through the right hand, lifting up the left hand. Let this long alignment, long space come between the left hand, the right foot, and you are balanced from the center. Looking down at your mat, press down here, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Come down at any time, we'll stay here for 5, 4, lift away, 3, 2, 1, everything comes back down. Slowly, right knee comes back down, maybe shaking out the right wrist that was onto the mat. Oh, okay, let's try it on the other side. Left toe slide back, maybe moving back and forth. Here you go, you got it. Find out what you need on this side. Breathe with your motion. Learning balance and alignment with the breath. When you're ready, come back to center. From the center, from the belly, go ahead and lift the left leg. Thigh lifts, foot is flexed. Opportunity to notice that hip right there, bringing it down and back. Looking down at your mat, you can stay here or you can press down through the left wrist, extend the right hand. Find your balance, find your center. Breathe right here. We can do this for 5 more breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything comes back down. Shake out the left wrist, right wrist. Come back to a child's pose just as a reset and a rest. Find and connect with the breath inside of you. Breathe. Notice if your breath is starting to, heart rate starting to increase. Noticing the fire inside your body. Okay, one more opportunity to play with balance. Coming on up. Breathe in. Coming back to your tabletop. Oh, maybe wiggle that all out. And say, coming back to center. And we'll just do this one time on each side. Okay, when you're ready, take the right leg, take it back, lift it up. Left arm comes out and away. From here, we'll do a table or a cat tiger crunch. So what that is going to look like is squeezing everything in the center. Right knee comes to left elbow. When you're ready, and you're long on your inhale, exhale, you bring right knee, left elbow, squeeze it in. Exhale it long. Do this 5 times on your own, on your pace. When you're ready, in. Exhaling it all in, squeeze it in. And inhale it long. And one more time for me. And then on this last time, I'm going to hold. Hold it on the squeezing in, round the back, squeeze in the core. Elbow towards knee, knee towards elbow. And ready, let it all go back down. Shake out that right wrist. And then let's go on over. Let's jump right into it. Left side, left leg goes long, lifting up. Find your balance, find the strength of your core. Right hand extends long. There you go. Breathe in. Let's do this. Elbow, knee to elbow, elbow, knee, knee. Exhale in. Lengthen on the inhale. Squeeze on the exhale. Woo! There you go. Find your balance. Find your center. One more time for me. You can do whatever your count is. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything extends long. Hands come back down. And then return to either a child's pose, or if you're ready and you want a little bit more standing, then tuck the toes, lift the knees, come on up to a down dog. So find what your breath is taking you toward. Either one is fine. Child's pose can be there for you at any time. Down dog, whatever shape you feel like to be in. Down dog, you're pressing the hands into the mat. The knees can be very, very bent. You can be actually up on the ball of your feet. Lifting up the tail. Find some movement or stillness in your down dog. Okay. Stay here as long as you need, or when you're ready, walk the feet back toward the hands, coming into a forward fold. So dropping the heels, let the head come toward the mat, maybe using blocks or grabbing the opposite elbow into a forward fold. This could also be movement or some swaying from side to side. Notice what you need right here. And a few breaths of in and out right here, forward fold. Okay, root down to the feet, press down, rise all the way to the top, breathe in, come into your long alignment. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart. Woo! Notice how you feel right here. Oh, coming into a mountain pose. Feet can be hip width apart or wider. I'm going to move my blanket. You can keep the blanket there, or you can move it out the way, blocks any props you need. And then find a mountain pose, maybe rocking back to the heel, to the ball, to the left, to the right. Find your alignment. The feet are grounded, the crown is lifted, and you are connected with your breath. When you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. And go ahead and start to put all your weight over into your left foot, all your weight over to the left foot. Keep the crown lifted up high. Breathe in. And then maybe take the toes, bend the knees, the toes of the right foot, toes. Keep lifting, keep grounding down and lifting. Maybe you bend that knee and you bend that knee all the way up. Give your ankle and some toes a little love, maybe wiggle them out. Keep lifting right here. Exhale slowly from the center. Bring that all back down. It kind of helps if you're looking at something straight across. And then we'll do that on the other foot. Round down through your right foot, lifting all the way through the crown, soften the shoulders. Toes can be on the mat, maybe right here, or maybe using that all the way lifted. Flex the foot. Remember, we're just playing with balance, breath, and alignment. When you're ready, set it all back down. Okay, want to play with that a little bit more? You can do that little motion. Maybe if you have a block, go ahead and put that on top of your head. I like to use this prop, so if you have a block, a book, anything on top of your head. And we'll play with that a little bit more. Option is to stay here or to start and take that into a walking meditation. So when you're ready, breathing in, lifting up, taking a step maybe forward, or you could do this stationary, just breathing in, lifting up, and setting that foot back down. So just start to move around, noticing the length. Notice how your weight shifts from side to side, where you can stay grounded and lifted right here. We'll do this for about a minute. Notice your weight and your breath. If you like a little bit more, you can lift the opposite hand as you are taking your standing or walking meditation. Breathe. And remember, we're just playing around, just exploring what balance feels like, giving yourself all the permission to drop the block and then come back through your center. I'm going to leave the block down there. And we'll start to explore a little bit more movement with balance in our breath. Coming back to your mountain pose. Feel this in your body. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, we're going to come down to a forward fold, bending the knees a lot, coming all the way down to a forward fold. When you're ready, come to a half lift so the hands can be on the shins, hands can be on blocks. All right, from here, reaching down, either hands, planting the hands onto the mat and stepping all the way back with your right foot. Coming to the ball of your right foot. So we're coming into a low lunge. Option to come down to a knee. Low lunge, and then find this center and just move and set up your low lunge. Just explore what this feels like for you right here. If the heel is lifted, really lift into the heel as you ground down to the ball of the right foot. The entire surface of the left. The knee is bent. One more breath here. Moving from your core, from your center, finding some balance. Breathe in, root down, rise up. Inhale, body lifts. Straightening out that back leg, pressing firm into that. Find some either movement or stillness as you find and lean into this lunge. If you're on the knee, you can find this right here, just leaning in and lifting up. And this could be your lunge. Find where you need to be right here. Okay. Lifting or on the knee, go ahead, plant that back foot. If you're on the ground, go ahead and stay there. We're gonna open up to a warrior two. We went over this last week, so opening up, planting the back foot, so the right foot is planted, opening up, pressing into that front knee. We'll stay and explore what this feels like to be lifted right here. And then once again, option to play with some movement or stillness. Okay. When you're ready, flip the top hand, come into this Exalted Warrior. Back hand, right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Lean in. Another breath here. Exhale back out to your warrior two. Okay, so from here, we're gonna lean toward me. Lean toward me. Left hand lean toward me. And then let the left elbow come to the left knee. See how this feels for your body. The right hand is gonna swoop up, down, and around, opening up. Coming into an extended side angle. Bending into that front knee. Rooted down into that back foot. Reach up. Opening up through that whole entire right side. Okay, one more opportunity to play. Stay here. Or you can actually root from the center, reach up with the left hand like you're reaching both hands away. Stay here for another 2 breaths. Breathe in. Exhale it out. There you go. One more. Exhale it all out. Coming all the way back down. Bring that knee. Return to your low lunge. All right, let's go ahead. Reverse that. Take and find yourself either down dog or child's pose, wherever you are. Move through that. Another few breaths of just moving from side to side. Walk the feet back to the hands. Forward fold. Drop the head. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. And then let's let the neck go. Stay here for a few breaths in your child and your forward fold. Root down when you're ready. Rise all the way to the top. Breathe in. Lift. Feel the root, feel the rise. Hands and come to heart. And then taking that meditative walk all the way to the top of your mat. Notice how the weight shifts. Notice how the foot feels. Step by step. Breathing, aligning, feeling the balance from side to side. And shaking that out. When you're ready, coming back into your mountain pose. And then this time, hands come to the heart. Lift up. We're going to shift over to the other side. So this time, we're lifting up the left knee. So rounding down to the right foot. Lifting up the left foot. Lifting up the left knee. And when you're ready, coming and moving from center, slowly start to hinge as you step it all the way back. Oh, wait, actually, I think I forgot a couple things. But yeah, we're going to actually come back to your mountain pose. See, you know, we just feel into that. Let's bring some movement into this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands are hard. Let's come back to our breath. Let's just breathe right here. Okay, well, now let's reset. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, you fold. There we go. Come into your half lift here. And then plant the hand, step the left foot back. No, right foot back. Coming into your low lunge on the opposite side. Left foot back. Set up your low lunge. So maybe you're on the ball of the foot this time. Maybe you're down on the knee. Find this length and the strength in the back foot or the back leg. The ground, the rootedness of the front, bending into that knee. Spend a few breaths right here. Find the root. Moving from your center, inhale, reach up. And then notice the micro adjustments that you have to make in your body with your breath, just to come into this balance. Lean in, breathe. Noticing the front knee, if you can, as you ground down through that foot, what does it feel like to have that knee go out to the outer edges of the mat? maybe, or noticing if it's going in or out. Can you find some alignment right here? Another breath. Soften the shoulders, plant the back leg, find warrior two. Opportunity to move. Find some balance between the length in the back hand, the length in the front hand. Open up warrior two. When you're ready, split the front hand, lift it up. Exalted warrior. Lean in. Breathe. One more breath here. Exhale back to your warrior two. So feel that groundedness in the front foot and that front knee, the strength of that as you bring the right elbow down to the thigh. Hand can come out the center. Sweep that left arm up and around so that bicep is going to be up by your ear. Reach forward. Open up. Find your breath. One more breath here. Staying here. Grounded in, supported in your angle. If you like, go ahead, extend that right arm out to center. We'll hold this for just a few breaths. Breathe, feel the strength. Woo! Okay, turn it around back down. Bring that front foot, come back to your down dog or child's pose. Wiggle it out. Breathe. All right, walk the hands back to the feet. Forward fold. On your next breath out. Shake it all out, shake it all out, shake it all out as you shimmy all the way up to the top. Root down through your feet, just shimmy it all up to the top. Okay. All righty. So here's your opportunity to explore some more with balance. You can use blocks if you like. And we're just gonna, or you can not use the blocks in a book. And so what we'll do is we'll play with a little balance coming into a balancing pose. I'm gonna bring the block on top of my head just to give me that sensation, or bring a book, anything you have on top of your head, the sensation to really root down through your feet, lifting up through this block to the ground. I like before that to notice how my feet are on the mat. So sometimes you notice your ankles or your feet may be out to the side. So really look down and look at your feet and having as straight or as center as possible. And then placing that block on top of your head. Find your mountain pose right here. Breathe. Looking at this focal point across from you. Hands can come into heart center. Shifting the weight over to your right foot. Toes can come onto the mat. And then you could just bend the knee out to the left knee out to the right, left, and put the ankle onto that foot, that standing leg. You want a little bit more. You can bend into that left knee, bring it out, and maybe it meets the calf, maybe the thigh. You're rooting down, you're rising up. Find your tree. Options for hands, so leave them heart center. Cactus. Or reaching up like the trees that are grounded and rooted toward the sunshine. Breathe and play right here. Moving from your center, falling out is fine because it just teaches us that we can come back with kindness. One more breath to stay as long as you need. And then gently bring that knee back up if you can, and gently set it down. Woo, remove the block for a minute and shake it out. Woo. Okay, let's try that on the other side when you're ready. Block, no block. You decide what is available for you here. Hands come to center, find your drishti, find your focal point. Lifting over to the left foot. Maybe the knee lifts, Maybe you know already what you have available on this side, and you just start to go toward that place of alignment. What does this feel like for you? Of balance. Where do you find balance? And how can you be right here? Find your options for your hands as you lift, ground down, root down, rise up. Keep lifting, keep grounding, breathe. Woo. And one more time, coming it all back down. Oh, take it all out. Okay. So we'll try that one more time, coming through some flow, using that little flow that we just did, and then finally coming into a tree pose on each side. And remember, you go at your own pace. We'll take a water break real quick. Always remember to hydrate when you can. You don't need my permission to do that. All right, one more time. And remember that breath of inhale, exhale through the nose. We'll use that as we move through our practice. Go at your own pace, have some fun. Okay, breathe in as we reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Stay lifted. Inhale, you lift, you rise to a low lunge. Exhale, you plant the foot, you open up to a warrior two. Breathe in, lift the front hand, come into your exalted warrior. Lean, breathe out, just lean a little bit more right here. Inhale, coming back to your warrior two. And then exhale, you're gonna lean toward the screen, drop the front elbow to the front thigh, opening up to your extended side angle. Reach forward on your breath in and a breath out. One more breath here as we reach both hands if you'd like to. Exhale, coming back, grabbing that, making your way into your forward, your low lunge. We're gonna come all the way back up. Keep that back leg so that's not gonna touch. We're gonna play with a little bit of balance as we come all the way up. Bend, stand onto your left leg all the way to the top. Left knee comes up. Plant your tree. Woo! Stay here for a breath. Remember, coming out is fine. Hands where you want to. One more breath here. Exhale, hands come to center. Come back out. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Woo. And then we'll play with that on the other side. Each side's going to be different. So make this side, and this is going to be the only last time we're going to do this. Fun. All right, let's do it. Breathe in, reach up. Oh, exhale, forward, fold when you're ready. There you go. Half lift, straightening up the back. When you're ready, step the left leg all the way back, coming to a low lunge. Inhale, reach. Low lunge, lean in. Exhale, drop the back foot, come into your warrior two. Reach, lift the front hand, exalted warrior on your next breath. Stay here for one more, lean in. On your next breath, opening up. Exhale, dropping the front elbow to the front thigh. Come into your extended side angle. Another breath here. Taking that option to reach both hands forward. For another one breath here, breathe in. Okay, come back, frame that foot. You're stepping onto the ball of the back foot, rooted down to the right foot. Inhale, lean all the way forward, coming all the way up. Root down, rise up. Bending into that left foot, come and plant your tree. There you go. Hands can come up. Moving from your center, from your core, you reach up, you rise up. Breathe. Exhale, everything floats back down. And wiggle it all out. Okay, I think that is enough standing and balancing. Notice how you feel, move it all out. We're gonna make our way back down to the mat. Stepping back, coming all the way down to the mat. Gathering your breath, noticing how that feels in your body. When you're ready, come all the way down so that your back is on the mat. Maybe bringing the knees into the center and rolling from side to side. If it feels right, then go ahead and take the soles of the feet up to the ceiling, grab through that opening and start to make a move into whatever happy baby feels like for you in your spine. Breathe right here. Play a little bit with this shape, what you need, where you need, and breathe. Okay, when you're ready, let the soles of both feet come back down. The knees can stay bent. Okay, extend the right leg long. The left knee is still bent. The sole is onto the mat. And go ahead and let the left knee fall out to the left. The sole of the left thigh can come into the inside of your right thigh. So you're making that tree shape that we just were in, and now it's a fallen tree. Option to put something underneath the left knee, open up the arms to a T or to cactus, and breathe right here. As you're breathing, notice where you can feel alignment in your body. Maybe asking yourself, where am I aligned in my life? Where do you feel this? Stay with your breath. Okay, and when you're ready, bringing everything back through center once again, rolling from side to side, or evening that side out. And then soles of both feet come back down, the knees stay bent. Left leg goes long, the right knee goes out to the right, falling tree on the right side. Open up the shoulders, relax the jaw, find your breath. Where can you find balance? Where do you notice balance? Another few breaths here, stay as long as you need, or everything once again comes back to center, roll from side to side, and then take about a few breaths to do any movements that your body is calling, that still your breath is guiding you toward. Maybe there's a gentle twist. Maybe there's a gentle twist in the other direction. And then finally coming and setting up for your final resting shape. I like to keep my back on the mat, my knees bent, the outer edges of my feet are to the outer edges as my knees come and lock together. Or you may feel it comfortable to extend the legs long, let the back of the body just rest on whatever shape is calling toward you. Then settle into that shape and know that you can make any adjustments at any time. Breathe. And then finally, just returning to the breath, the thing that the body automatically knows what to do, how to do it. Notice your breath. Take a breath in through the nose. However it sees fit, go ahead. When your body is full, release. And if you're lying down on your mat or wherever your position you're in, go ahead and take up as much space as you can. Maybe opening the arms out to a T. Maybe having the legs come out wide to the outer edges. And just for a few moments, spend some time, maybe 5 rounds of full inhale, full exhale, taking up as much space, feeling in alignment, feeling in wherever you are balanced, right here. And then when you're ready, start to make slow, gentle movements, maybe stretching long, coming into a ball, being gentle with your body, gentle with your breath. Finally, making your way up to a seat. And then however it sees fit for you, go ahead and find once again that seat where you are grounded to the mat or the surface beneath you. The crown of the head is lifted. Maybe the jaw and shoulders are relaxed. Maybe the hands come to your heart center, palms together in gratitude, and kindness and prayer. And what we do on the practice, what we do on the mat, it transforms and transpires off of the mat. So noticing your balance, your alignment, the whole space of you right here. We'll end the practice with a metta or loving kindness meditation with our breath. First breath, breathe in, give this to yourself for showing up, for being here. And releasing it all out. Send that same breath, find someone you would like to send that same kindness to, out to them. And release it on the exhale. And finally, we'll join our breath and our metta together for the individual and the collective, for us all. Breathe in. And when you're ready, release to all beings everywhere. I'd like to end the practice offering this in the spirit of Ubuntu, which is African for I am because we are, and we are all here together. Thank you for your practice. I'm going to throw it over to Katie, who has a book about balance and balancing between our careers and our lives and the internet and all of that other good stuff. So go take it away, Katie.
Thank you so much. I was like, I hope you all enjoyed today's session. I was like, I feel very elongated and very powerful in my core and in my legs. So thank you for that. So today's yoga related selection is Breathe In, Cash Out by Madeleine Henry. This novel follows our heroine, Allegra Cobb, as she navigates an overly stressful and seemingly always on-call life as a bank analyst. As a fiercely competitive, staunchly driven, and focused professional, Allegra has yet to meet a challenge that she cannot tackle. That is, until she unknowingly sleeps with the team manager on her next big client case, and is then contacted by a famous Instagram yogi about pursuing a possible working relationship. Readers spend the rest of their time following Allegra's journey as she struggles to maintain her unrealistic work schedule with her desire to become a yoga teacher. This novel demonstrates the importance of a healthy work-life balance, something that I know many people, myself included, have difficulties with, as well as highlighting the fact that a social media profile and their real-life counterpart can be very different from each other. And then I am also a fan of when the cover depicts a scene from within the story. And trust me, this scene is gasp-worthy. This title is available in both print and digital format from our library collection. You can visit our website at www.saclibrary.org to reserve a copy of Breathe and Cash Out today, or to find more information about our curbside service locations. For more programs like this one, you can also follow us on meetup.com/libraryaf. And then in a few minutes, we will be virtually hosting our Forever Young Adult Book Club, where we are discussing The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. So if you would like to spend another hour with Jen and myself, you can pop on over there once we leave this program today. Your summer reading code word is yoga. And happy reading, and we will see you all next week. Have a nice day.